This is an interesting topic. This kind of questions can come in the exam sometimes like objectives and sometimes can be the 2-mark question. Let's see. The topic is rationalize the denominator. See, understand the topic. Rationalize the denominator. So what it says, here the question comes. So it is compulsory the denominator of the question is an irrational number. Let's have an example. Let's take an example of 1 upon root. And let's understand the question. It says that rationalize the denominator. मतलब जो हमारा denominator है उसको rationalize मतलब rational number में convert करना. So see how many types of questions can come. Here we have in the denominator only one term. It can be 2 terms. But you should remember the denominator is always irrational number. Then only this kind of questions can come. So let's understand how do we rationalize the denominator. Now we have to do such thing into this question that the value of the question should not be changed. Maths का एक rule होता है. Whenever you are add or multiply something, you should remember you can never change the value of the question. So we know that when we multiply with 1, that means the value of the question never changes. Let's come to the topic that how we can convert this denominator into the rational number. So let's think that root 2 multiply with which number? So I can convert that number into root 2 into a rational number. Yes, we discussed that the square of any irrational is always a rational. The square of any square root is always. So we can say the rationalizing factor is of this number is root 2. What it says that this number we should multiply and divide by the same. When we multiply and divide with the same number, it says we are multiplying with 1. Now look at this rule. We know that the numerator should multiply with the numerator, root 2 into 1, root 2, and root 2 into root 2, that is 2. Now no need to do the further simplification, otherwise you will reach the same fraud or question. What the question is, rationalize the denominator. So first we need to find out rationalizing factor, जिसको हम RF भी बोलेंगे, rationalizing factor. तो अगर आपका denominator if it has only one number, so the rationalizing factor is the number itself. Then we have to multiply and divide with the same number, then the further simplification. Let's see one more question to understand this. Suppose we have 3 by root 8. Now this is an interesting question. If I'll ask you that what is the rationalizing factor of this number, so you must say, sir, it is root 8. But remember, it's not that. If this kind of objective will be there, and if you have option, then remember you don't have the option root 8. Why? As we discussed in the previous lectures also, that root 8 can also be written to root 2. We discussed why it is 2 root 2. Because root 8 is 4 2s are, and the square root of 4 is 2, and the square root of 2 does not possible. You should remember this. Now, which is the irrational number in the denominator? That is only 2. So the rationalizing factor is root 2. So now we should multiply the whole number with root 2 and root 2. So the answer is 3 root 2, 2, that is rational, as it is irrational into irrational is 2. So our answer is 3 root 2 upon root 2s are 4. That's fine. Let us continue the same kind of questions. But you can see that this question is slightly different than the previous question which we have done. In the previous question we have only one term in the denominator, while here we have 2 terms, that is the binomial term. So now this is more important than the previous one. The question would be the same. We have to rationalize the denominator. 2 plus root 3, as we discussed earlier also, that the operations of rational and irrational, the addition does not possible. So as a whole, this number, that is 2 plus root 3, is considered as an irrational number. Now how to convert the whole number into the rational? If you think, let us multiply with root 3 and root 3, because root 3 is only irrational. But if I do so, root 3 multiply with the numerator, 2 multiply with this, and this root 3, 3. Now again you can see that number remains irrational. So whenever you have two terms, that is a binomial term in the denominator, and you have to rationalize the denominator, you should remember you have to multiply with two terms only. Now which are the two terms we should multiply? So remember, here you should remember the formula or identity which we discussed in the 8th standard, that is a plus b, a minus b. That means the rationalizing factor of the given term, the number is 2 plus root 3. So the rationalizing factor is 2 minus root 3. Remember this, it is the easiest way. Whenever you have two terms in the denominator and you have to convert this into the rational, I am talking about the denominator. So we should multiply with the two terms. Now by which number we should multiply? So the rationalizing factor of the given term is, see that both the terms are as it is except the sign. If the term is plus, it should be minus. If here it was plus, it was minus, it would be plus. So you can see that now I am multiplying with the rationalizing factor. Now I am multiplying with 2 minus root 3 and 2 minus root 3. Why I need to do so? Why I supposed to multiply with this number? Look at this. See, the numerator is 1, so that number remains as it is. Now look at the denominator. It is in which form? The denominator is in the form of a plus b, a minus b. So it is in the form of a square minus b square. That means 2 and root 3. So if I simplify this, it's 2 minus root 3, the numerator remain as it is, and the denominator square of 2 is 4 and square of root 3 is 3. So it's 2 minus 3 upon 1. If you won't write 1 in the denominator, it would be fine. So you can see that the denominator become a rational number. Let's have one more question to do the same. In this question, we have 5 upon root 3 minus root 5. Now we have to convert this into the, or we have to rationalize the denominator. So we can say the rationalizing factor is, see both the numbers remains as it is, the minus become plus correctly. See, I am not changing the term, remember I am just changing the sign. So this 5 as it is, and I am multiplying with this number which I have written, that is root 3. Rationalizing factor I am multiplying and dividing. Basically I am multiplying with 1. So this 5 multiply with both the numbers, 5, we can keep it as it is, root 3 plus root 5. You can multiply also, which we'll do later on. But remember, when you do the rationalizing factor of the term which has two terms in the denominator, it is always in the form of a square minus b square, that is root 3 and root 5. So still 5 as it is, root 3 plus root 5. The square of root 3 is 3 and the square of root 5 is 5. So when I will continue with this tab, this 5 as it is, root 3 plus root 5 as it is, and look at the denominator. 3 minus 5, that is minus 2. So this can be written minus 5 upon 2, root 3 plus root 5. You observe the denominator. As a denominator become rational. So this is how the sum supposed to do when there are two terms in the denominator. Thank you. Let's see the fifth question of exercise 1.5. In this question, we have to convert the, or it is, we rationalize the denominator. So again you can see that it is only one term. So we have to write the rationalizing factor of the given term. And the rationalizing factor is root 7. So we know that whenever it is only one term, so the same term should be the rationalizing factor. It based on that what the question is. So I multiply and divide with root 7. So root 7 become 7. So we can say that this is called the rationalizing denominator. Let's have one more question. Let's go for the second number. It is 1 upon root 7 minus root 6. Now this kind of questions would be there. You can see there are two types. So first we need to write down what is the rationalizing factor of this. So what is the rationalizing factor? Root 7 plus root 6. Correct. How do we come to know this is the rationalizing factor? It's based on the denominator. There are two terms, so must be there are two terms. But look at the sign of the middle term, that is minus. So the rationalizing factor would have sign plus. So I multiply and divide with the rationalizing factor, that is root 7 plus root 6. I multiply and I divide with the same. So as it is 1, so the numerator would remain as it is, root 7 plus root 6. But the denominator is always in a form of a square minus b square, root 7 and root 6. So it is root 7 plus root 6. Root 7 the whole square is 7 and root 6 the whole square is 6. So the answer is root 7 plus root 6 upon 1. If you won't write 1 in the denominator, it would be 5. Let's go for one more question. The question is, I'll go for the fourth number question. It is 1 upon root 7 minus 2. So what is the rationalizing factor of this? Correct. Again, both the terms should remain as it is. See, root 7 and 2. In the question, the sign is minus. So the rationalizing factor sign would be plus. So we should multiply and divide with the same number. Root 7 minus 2. So root 7 plus 2 and upon root 7 plus 2 we have to multiply. Correct. So as it is 1 in the numerator, so root 7 plus 2 remain as it is. And they are always in a form of a square minus b square. So it is root 7 and 2. So again root 7 plus 2 remain as it is. The square of root is the number itself and 2 2s are 4. So we can say the answer is root 7 plus 2 upon 7 minus 4, that is 3. So that's how the sum sometimes can be come into the 2-mark question. Thank you.